Hello everybody, welcome back to our channel. Here we share beginner-friendly coding tutorials on Scratch, Roblox, Minecraft, web programming, and many more. Today we're going to create a Star Wars Symphony with MicroBit. Happy 4th of May to all of you, and may the Force be with you. In this project, we'll learn to make a Star Wars tone using MicroBits. With MakeCode and blocks, we will make the starting tone of Star Wars using musical notes. So let's get started. So let's go over to makecode.microbits.org to start a new project. Here we can actually delete the on start and forever block, as we will not need it for this project. Next, go down to advanced and go to control and drag out run in background. This block will make sure that we can run any code in the background of our microbits program. Next, go over to basic and grab the show string block over here. And let's change the content of this string into Star Wars and the Force Awaken. And the show string blocks will display the stuff we wrote here as a string in the background of our program. And string is a data format for us to display text. So now let's begin our music notes for the actual Star Wars tones. Here we want to play the actual tones when the user have clicked on a button. And here we're gonna say when the user clicked on button A, we'll play the music. So let's go over to input. Here we're gonna grab the on button A pressed. And now we also want to grab a loop that can allow us to repeat our tones so we don't have to write the same tones again, and it will just have a repeat loop that will run the tones 4 times for us, indicated by this 4 times here. So instead of this repeat loop, we want to write and put down our music blocks so it will play the tones. Here, let's go to music. So the first thing we're gonna grab is play tone middle C, and we're gonna drag it inside. And you can change the tones by just clicking on it, and there's a piano, and you can see that here's a sound. So we're gonna try to find middle G, which is right here. And so, yep, now we have middle G, and let's change this 1 beat to a 1/4 of a beat. So 1/4 beat. Now let's go back to music, and let's grab the rest. Here we want to change 1 beat again, and this time we'll change it to 1/8. And we'll repeat these 2 blocks 2 more times. So let's go over to music, play tone, again change it to middle G, and change this to a 1/4 of a beat. And again, we'll be resting for 1/8 of a beat. And one last time, play tone middle C, click on middle C here, and change the tone to middle G. And now change the beats to 1/4. And again, let's drag in the rest for 1/8 of a beat, just like that. Next, we're gonna once again go back to music. Here, we're gonna grab the play tone middle C, and we're gonna drag in here, and we're actually gonna leave it as it is. So we will keep middle C, and we'll keep the 1 beat. And we're actually gonna drag another play tone middle C for 1 beat. So it's 2 of them in a row. Next, let's drag in another music play tones. And here, instead of middle C, we'll change it back to middle G. And we can also keep the beats for 1. And again, let's go over to music, tones, and play tones. Here again, we're going to change it to middle G and keep it as 1 beat. And now, again, we're going to go to music, play tones. And now we actually want a middle F. So the middle F will be somewhere in the middle, and it's right here. And for middle F, we'll change this to a fourth of a beat. So we'll play for a fourth of a beat. Now let's go back to music and grab the rest, put it under. Here we're gonna rest for an eighth of a beat. So let's change this to an eighth of a beat. And again, let's go to music and we're gonna grab the play tone again. Now let's change the middle C to middle E. So again, let's click on here and all the middle should be in the middle of this piano. So we can just go through, and middle E is right here. And we'll change this to 1/4 of a beat. And let's go again to music. And now we're gonna rest again for an eighth of a beat. So here, let's change it to 8. Awesome. And let's go back to music. Again, we're gonna grab play tones. And here we're gonna say play tone for middle D. So let's click on middle C and find middle D, which is right next to it. And here we're gonna play middle D for a fourth of a beat. Again, we're gonna go to music, grab tone. Here we're gonna write play the tone high C. So here, let's click on here. Here's the low part, so here should be the high part, and let's find high C. And we'll keep this at 1 beat. So high C for 1 beat. Again, let's go to music, and again we'll be playing high C for 1 beat again. So here, after we drag it in, let's change it to high C. And again, we can keep the beats as 1. Now let's go again to play tones. And this time we're gonna have middle G for 1 beat. So here, let's change this middle G. And we keep this to 1 beat. And again, now we need a play tone for middle F. So here, go to music, play tones. Let's change this to middle F. And we'll change this to a fourth of a beat. So this is the current music that we have. I know it's a little bit long, but this will play out and you'll actually play the Star Wars tones for us. After this, let's go to music. And we'll once again just rest. And here we'll change this beat to 1/8. And now we want to put a middle E after this. So play tone, middle E, just right here. And we'll play this for a fourth of a beat. And then we'll rest for an eighth of a beat again. So let's go rest. And then 1/8. Now let's continue dragging music blocks. Here, go to music, play tones. We're going to change this to middle D. And we're going to change this to 1/4 of a beat. Now this is going to be followed by 2 high Cs. So here we're going to have play tones. Go to high C, and it'll be for 1 beat. And we need 2 of those, so let's drag in another one. Go to high C, keep it as 1 beat. And now let's drag in 2 more of these tones before we pause again. We're gonna have a middle G for 1 beat. So let's find middle G for 1 beat. And then we also need a middle F for a fourth of a beat. So let's drag in and change this to a middle F. Let's change this to 1/4. And we're almost done. Now let's add another rest. So here, let's go to music, rest. Let's change this to 1/8. And now let's add another play tones. We're gonna play the middle E. So let's find middle E. And we'll change the beats to 1/4. And we're gonna take a small break. So let's put in a rest and 1/8 of a beat. Now let's drag in another play tones. Here we'll change middle C to middle F again. And we'll play this for 1/4 of a beat again. And let's add another rest. Change this to 1/8. And we have 2 more music tones to add, and then we will have our musical tunes. Here, let's go play tones. Change this to middle D. And we can keep this as 1 beat. And let's drag another. And again, this will be middle D with 1 beat. So these are the tones that are needed to play the Star Wars Symphony. And here we can play the starting tones of Star Wars by just playing all of these tones in order. And since we have repeat 4 times, this will play 4 times. So let's try it actually and click A. As you can hear, we're playing the Star Wars sounds using all of these tones. And again, they repeated because we said repeat 4 times. So that's all for today. In today's tutorial, we created a musical symphony with the use of MicroBit's music blocks to create the Star Wars theme song. I hope you guys like it, and may the 4th be with you. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Also check out our other 2 videos here while you wait for our next video. Thank you and bye-bye.